Hey there folks, this is DMC Jedi Man Gaming and welcome back to LEGO Marvel's Avengers. We're going to jump back on into this today. Hope everyone's been enjoying the series. Don't forget, if you like my content, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay notified when I upload. Check out my main channel sometime if you like taste tests, trailer reactions, unboxings, and reviews. And feel free to follow DMC Jedi Man on social media. I'm currently on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Blue Sky. Links, as always, will be in the description below. So let's get this recording started. Starting the recording right now. Okay, recording has been started. Alright, so as with the last time, we're mostly doing mop-ups of the hubs in this episode. I believe either the next episode or the one after that will wrap up the last few DLC story packs. Like, we're getting to the end of this one, folks. And obviously, once this one's done, we'll move into LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2.
I know you heroes are normally just flying across the sky.
Yeah, we're at 92%. Head to space because there's nothing else for us in Manhattan. We wrapped Manhattan up last time or the time before that. I believe, if I remember right, we left off at Washington, D.C. Well, we don't have much that we've gotten there, so that's where we'll head to. After this, we'll probably do Asgard. Switch over to our Iron Man variant we're going to use. Okay.
Kinda wish the Skullman had warned me about this sort of thing. Can you believe it? Someone's trying to ruin my reputation by starting fires around the place. I mean, who's gonna believe the innocence of a guy with a big flaming head? A blazing skull, even. But I swear, it wasn't me. Please, you gotta help me clear up this mess. First things first, we need to put out those fires. Unfortunately, I'm not so well equipped for that.
Yeah, well, Loki is, so where is... There's Loki.
Staying at a non-incriminating distance.
Hey, Loki, where... Okay, there you are.
How can I be expected to combat evil without my sweet nectar?
Why is all of the money the same color? How can you tell it apart?
Ah! Sorry. Thought there was a tree branch about to crush my head. Last thing I need is another fire.
Okay, that's 2 fires down.
Another fire here. Don't know who lit it. Let's put it out. Sorry, just making sure people hear. Wait, is that?
All right.
I read some Iron Man fan fiction last night. Here's something so historic over some creature and rest that's
No! Torch! You're behind this? But why?
Don't you see, Blazing Skull? You've always had the power to start fires, but to truly be one with the flame, you must know how to put them out.
What? What kind of stupid lesson is that?
All right, you got me, kid. I just wanted some attention. As an old superhero starts some fires to get some attention? Is that so wrong?
Yeah.
Yes! Sorry to get you mixed up in all this. Thanks for helping me clear things up.
All right. Well, that gives us Blazing Skull.
Blazes. You know what I hate? People impersonating superheroes. And I'm not just talking about those street performers in the cheap costumes. Let the copyright lawyers deal with those guys. Nah, I'm talking about the guys who come spilling out of the vault. Costumes are spot on, but their personalities are just a teeny weeny bit tuned to the evil side of the spectrum. I was just about to take care of some now. Want to get involved?
Sure.
Blue Blazes! I know he looks like a genuine article, but don't let him fool you. I can tell these vault crates are not along. Yikes! This imposter's even meaner than the real deal.
I had a pretty good feeling.
What? You guys can't expect me to fight myself. Hey! Watch which Nova you're hitting. You don't remember? Here, help if I did this as a reminder. I'm the good one, I'm the good one, I'm the good one, I'm the good one. No, never mind. All right. I think that's the last of them. Now at least. It's a shame these guys aren't a little less evil. It'd be great to have a clone to take all those little hero jobs you don't want. Do jury duties, stuff like that. Oh well. Thanks for the assist.
All right. That gives us Nova.
Johannesburg Neighborhood Bridge is gonna really have their work cut out.
So many knickknacks. But which to choose? The husband and I had a fight the other day. I won't bore you with the details. Let's just say marriages have never been a strong point for me. Anyway, I thought I'd get him a souvenir to help smooth things over. Maybe a Hulk selfie in front of the Washington Monument would fit the bill. It'd be even better if I could get a shot of all the water guards on at once. I tried using my powers to manipulate them, but can't quite get it right. Maybe you can figure it out?
Ah.
Each switch controls multiple fountains. There must be some kind of trick to it. take the picture.
Honestly, that was just a guess.
Perfect. That should keep the other half happy for a while. And if it doesn't, then I guess I'll just get another husband.
Alright, that takes care of Crystal.
Why can't I remember? This place. It seems familiar, but my memory is so foggy. I'm not sure if I've actually been here or... Alright. Listen to this. And tell me if you think it sounds right. Ah, shucks! We gotta do something about these robot unicorns terrorizing Washington.
Heads up, Bucky! The ninja ballerinas are attacking! Hey, does the air taste like strawberries to anyone else?
No, none of this sounds right, Bucky. Although I'm sure it happened in some comic book that I don't know of.
Is that little old lady Captain America?
Sure is. I'd recognize those strong calves anywhere.
These Hydra moves mean business.
I can see stars, Bucky. I'll give them the strike.
Ah! It's President Air!
He's attacking civilians. Mr. President, why?
It's no good, dum-dum. He's more fear than President now. Looks like we got them all, dum-dum.
Looks that way, little buddy. Good work.
I couldn't have done it without you, pal.
You know none of this really happened, right?
Yeah, but it sure was fun while it lasted.
I have to go back to my home planet now, Bucky. And you have to go home too.
Okay.
Alright, well that takes care of Bucky Barnes' classic. Ah. Come on, get up here. Sure, that's not how they meant me to do it, but that's how I did it. Alright, that's a gold brick. purchase some of these guys while I've got this open. There's Black Widow. Oh. Hawkeye's who I need, not Black Widow. Alright, that's that one.
No! This is just like my school again.
Boy, we sure don't have buildings like this in rural Kentucky.
Scarlet Witch.
Here's hoping Tony Stark never sees it. He turned as red as that suit of his.
Would you like to see a picture of my great-grandchildren? What am I saying? Of course you
Okay, that'll work, I think.
We sure don't have buildings like this in rural Kentucky.
How can I be expected to combat evil without my sweet nectar? Whenever I take on a mission abroad, I'm always afraid I'll be unable to find a decent cup of tea. That's why I always bring a healthy supply of the stuff in a number of flasks. However, it appears my enemies have gotten wise to my weakness, and my precious flasks have been stolen. Please, could you do me a huge favor and look for them?
Okay, I need 5 flasks.
Those are the most unconvincing costumes I've ever seen.
May as well switch to Thor and get that done. And Black Widow.
Step up a lip, old boy. It's not the end of the world. There's always coffee. Have you come across any of my flasks? Please, you've got to hurry. It's been at least half an hour since my last cup of tea. Step up a lip, old boy. There's always coffee. Have you come across any of my flasks? Please, you've got to hurry. It's been at least half an hour since my last cup of tea.
Wonderful! It's like, am I gonna have to have a second fucking controller or something for this one?
Step up a lip, old boy. At the end of the world, there's always coffee. Have you come across any of my flasks? Please, don't hurry. It's been at least half an hour since my last cup of tea.
What do you mean the price doesn't include tax?
Have you come across any of my flasks? Please, you've got to hurry. It's been at least half an hour since my last cup of tea.
Okay, well, that takes care of that one at least. Now, what is the secret of this one back here?
I swear, nobody's taken that dumpster away in years.
Step up a lip, old boy. At the end of the world, there's always coffee.
Oh! Okay, well that finally gets me that one. Switch over to cap, because I know I gotta use a cap switch. Switch back over to Iron Man. Come on. There we go.
Keep up the good work.
Need a strong character. Abomination fits that bill. Alright, one more and then that'll be done. I also think I see... Oh, and that's where the next one is, right here. Alright. With that, that should open up to reveal a prize.
Oh, you are so getting blocked about.
Down on the luck kind of gal. When do I get my superpowers?
These are the most unconvincing costumes.
Have you come across any of my flasks? Please, don't hurry. It's been at least half an hour since my last cup of tea.
There we go, that's the last flask, so I can now finish his quest.
You found them! Oh, thank you kindly. For a moment there, I thought I was going to have to hop a plane back to Blighty to get another badge. Wait a second. I can fly! Would have been incredibly easy. But then we'd have lost a bunch of perfectly good flasks. I wouldn't have had an excuse to give you this.
Alright, that's Captain Britain. Now, there's gotta be an underground to something.
See what we got.
Alright, that gives me Wizard.
I'm a down on the luck kind of gal. When do I get my superpowers?
Thankfully, there's no time limit to this.
Don't make me write you a ticket.
5 more, 4, 3.
Access granted.
All right.
Access granted.
There we go. That opens that up. Now we can get down below and get everything that remains. Arnhem Zola.
It appears you have found me. The beautiful parasite growing right under the proverbial nose of Shield. Just in time to witness the deployment of Hydra's latest scheme for a new world order. But too late to stop it. Unless you're some sort of computer genius, of course. But I only see one of those around here.
I get it now.
Get the hell Hydra out of my sight!
Alright, that takes care of Arnhem Zola.
Cat-like reflexes seem to have failed me on this occasion.
See a couple more characters I can buy real quick.
strike was just British shield. Apparently they're mostly just Hydra shield. Good to have you with us.
Grab that. All right. Need to be Cap. Alright, that's Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers. Okay, we're gonna need Vision. So we may as well swap to him now. Now, if I had to guess, or not. Okay, let's destroy everything destructible and see if we can find a, no, that's not what I thought. There's Quicksilver. We'll swap back to Vision in a moment, because for all I know, this might actually be what I'm supposed to do to get the Vision pad. Ooh, I was right. Okay. I don't see any more symbols, so I do believe we have gotten everything here. So let's go to space. We'll double check, but like I said, I'm fairly certain we have everything in Washington, D.C. now, which means on to Asgard. We'll also see how many other hubs there are. Okay, everything in Washington, D.C. is done. We still have to do Shield Base. Malibu's done. Barton's Farm is done. That's Manhattan, which is Dun-Dun-Dunio. There's Asgard, that's where we're going next, so we have to do Sokovia still. South Africa's done. So yeah, looks like Shield Base. Asgard and Sokovia? Unless I'm missing something, which I may have said and I don't remember now. Alright. So I figure we'll do this. We might try and get Sokovia done too in this episode, because then all we'd have is the shield base and the other levels to do.
Mighty deceiver is upon us. Would you lend your ear to my plight?
Okay, 4 and Cap. This time I'm going to leave the quest to last.
A mighty deceiver is upon us. Would you lend your ear to my plight?
I must rebuild.
Oh. Oh no, that's just there for that.
I must rebuild my army.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll do this quest since it's right
Ranks of the
here.
Valkyries grow lesser by the day. Many have we lost in great battles. Others to, shall we say, alternative lifestyles. It appears the allure of a realm known as London drew many away. I must replenish our numbers soon, are we to be ready for Asgard's next attackers, be they dark elves or even Londoners. I would ask that you alert any likely candidates you find to our cause. Be on the lookout for any Asgardian female who displays a talent for combat. Having died honorably in battle is
Valkyries! Will not disappoint the Valkyries.
Yikes.
My talents are wasted on this bag of cloth. I reach a more worthy opponent, you say? I accept your request. You spilled my drink, good sir. I believe my energy to be perfectly well placed. I shall meet with this Valkyrie you speak of.
Okay, where...
Father, shall I proceed here?
Be on the lookout for any Asgardian female who displays a talent for combat. Having died honorably in battle is a bonus, but not a requirement. A most impressive platoon you have gathered. We shall begin Valkyrior training immediately. Lesson 1. If a mortal woman appears and begins to regale you with tales of a mythical place called London, ignore her. That is all for today.
Alright, that gives us Valkyrie. It does not, however, take down the force field. Ooh.
Access granted. Many strange items have started appearing from Midgard through something I believe is called a vortex. Oh,
A mighty destroyer. Come on. Purchase those two, switch to Red Skull. So maybe using the Hydra switch here will do what I need.
access granted. Access granted.
Okay, we're in here. Switch over to Thor. Okay, good. Ooh, perfect. A cap switch and I still have cap out. Okay, can't do that one yet. Okay. Scarlet Witch.
I strongly object to this predicament.
The hell? Oh, that's fucking wonderful. Oh, come on, you fucking piece of shit. When I jump, you jump! Doesn't matter, I got there in time. Whew! That one... There we go. That gives us that gold brick. Or not gold brick, character.
To shield Asgard from this threat.
Okay, Odin.
You would think I will allow my throne to be used in the practice of such frivolous things as home selfies. They can think again. It may appear excessive to you, but I have several guards stationed ready to apprehend anyone partaking in such mockery. Stop.
Let me guess. I have to go over to the gong as someone invisible ring it. They'll run to investigate, then hold selfie.
This is almost as bad as the time Frida suggested we open a gift shop. It is nothing sacred.
Or do I have to start the damn quest again?
None shall take selfies under my watchful gaze.
Step away from the throne, friend.
Children running amok with garments waving, they fall. I have no right to live. I think I'll go this way now.
Stop right there. None shall take selfies under my
Step away from the throne, friend.
This is almost as bad as the time Frida suggested we open a gift shop. It is nothing sacred.
Who goes there?
What is this? Curses! How
There we
can this bypass my security? I shall see you in prison for life. Oh, I suppose it isn't that grave a matter. Take your ill-gotten painting. I have greater matters to attend to. But, I grant you this prize in exchange. Never mentioning this to Frida. Do you understand?
Alright, there we go. We got Odin. Back to Iron Man.
Mighty deceiver is upon us. Ask that you lend your ear to my plight. Seeking Trauma's help, a baleful shade struck us. Attempting to poison us, he claims to be Thor, Odin's son. Yet I know this to be folly. He is, in truth, a clone of Odin's son, known as Ragnarok. There can only be one Thor, or two if one were to count myself. Please, aid me in striking down this deceitful shade. Have at you, knucklehead! Curses. Promised Ultra Ball I would stop saying that.
What just happened?
It's that other phrase I overheard her say. It's so strange.
Alright.
Vile betrayers, deceiving tongue, be forever silenced. Thor would be most prideful of the great service you have done this day. Therefore, in the name of Asgard, I grant
Okay, that's 4 girl.
I'm not starting this invasion until somebody listens to my big speech. Finally, you notice us. Tremble, Asgardians, for your light will soon be extinguished by the power of the Eagle. The time has come for Asgard to suffer as we have suffered. Come, my army of Dark Elves! Destroy them! All who oppose us will be destroyed! You cannot hope to win against the power of the
Sure I can.
They appear to be winning against the power of evil. Crush them, you fools! This is bad. Wait! I accept defeat. Curses! If only we actually had the Eagle. I had hoped that merely telling you we had it would be enough to demoralize you into losing. Well, it was worth a shot. No hard feelings. I'll just leave this here and be on my way.
Alright, that takes care of getting the Dark Elf.
I dare say I could use your help. Would you spare me a moment? Our most recent battle was far from our finest. Volstagg is taking our defeat a little harder than I would expect. Since our return, he has taken to eating everything in sight. Comfort eating is not uncommon amongst Asgardians, but some of us have shall struggle to do so with an empty pantry. If you could fetch me some replacement victuals, I would be most grateful.
Okay, we need replacement victuals.
Urge you to find that food with haste. Asgardians are rather ill-tempered on an empty stomach and a room full of them. Well, I think we'd have another battle on our hands.
I'm pretty sure this is the gold brick in the air.
Volstagg would be a most formidable weapon were we to set him on an enemy's food stores. Just remember that for future battles.
Alright.
How in the name of the Allfather shall I proceed here?
I would urge you to find that food with haste. Asgardians are rather ill-tempered.
I have
on
done
empty
so.
stomachs in a room. Do my nostrils deceive me? I dare say you have returned with enough fine-smelling nutriment to get this banquet started after all. Don't worry about Volstagg. He had a little too much to eat and went for a little nap. Nothing to worry about. Happens all the time. My thanks to you.
Alright. care of this one now.
In the name of the Allfather, shall I proceed? When Thor lent me his aid back then, I did not expect he would ask me to repay him like this. But my word is my bond, and it must be done. I must meet and greet with the good people of Asgard in his place. Fortunately, my Thor impression is impeccable. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the locations which I must visit. Perhaps you could aid me in seeking them out? I believe this is the first location. This shouldn't take a moment.
I dare say the great Thor is running rather late.
Wonderful to see you. Oh, yes, I suffered a sinus infection. Made my face swell in strange places. I've lost weight.
Most excellent.
On to the next. Here we are. Excuse me while I...
This feast will be even grander once our esteemed guest arrives.
Greetings! Yes, it is I. My hammer is just in the blacksmith getting a tune-up.
I think I just saw Mjolnir.
That concludes that. Where to next? All right. Time for another show. A fine banquet. How is your father? Oh, I see. When did that happen?
I didn't think he'd really show.
I believe only one remains. The way. I'm going to attempt a joke this time. Wish me luck.
When Thor arrives, I shall eat him under the table.
The gods look kindly on this night. I guess that would be me.
A most charismatic fellow.
It is done. My debt is repaid. Almost a little wounded that Thor did not call in his favor by way of a mighty ally in battle. But I am sure that this task has aided him in some similar way. I must thank you for your assistance in this noble matter.
Alright, that takes care of getting Beta Ray Bill.
Well met.
No, that does not get me there. Okay, how to get to these last ones? Aha. Or not. I am at a loss. Oh, I figured out how to get in here at least, finally. While I'm switching over to Vision, let's buy everyone that we didn't have here. Okay, we're in this room now. Alright, there's that gold brick.
So the mortals have achieved space travel, but still manually lace their shields. Like this is literally the last thing we have here is to figure out where this is. I may have to look this one up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up. Hopefully, I can do so without the camera cutting out. If I can't, then I'll have to, or, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to stop the recordings, because if I don't do that, the camera's going to cut out, and then I'm going to have a bad time. I'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. I figured out what I was missing, so let's get it, and then get to the next part. Starting a second recording right now. Okay, second recording's been started. So yeah, library is where we had to go. Now unfortunately there was a small cutscene of them pulling switches to open the door. Didn't end up getting that, but... I'm actually going to switch to a different character for this too. So I can see this not being so easy with Loki.
Come on. Oh, fucking A! There we go. Alright. And now we gotta kick that guy's ass. There we go. That's Laufey unlocked, and that is Asgard completed. I think. We'll find out in just a moment. Not what I wanted. There we go. Now to space. We'll check and make sure that that's that, and then assuming we did get everything, then we'll go over to the other area we were going to do and get it done. Asgard. Yep, everything's done in Asgard, so onward to Sokovia. We have 10 character tokens and 6 gold bricks to get. Hopefully this won't be laid out in such a confusing manner. Like last time, we're going to try and get everything aside from the missions done first. Oh, car's shining, so have to break and build something.
Thanks for the help.
Okay, that takes care of that. That's a mission, so let's forgo that for now along with that. There we go. That takes care of that one. We'll do this since this is a fight. Alright, that's X-Ray added to our collection.
Hey, you got a mole to talk to Dynamo?
Not at the moment, I don't.
Back where you came from, back where you came from, back where you came from! I think we're gonna need a little extra help here.
Oh. There we go. That wasn't so hard. That's gonna need Ultimate Ultron, I think. Or no, I guess it just needed that. Oh, although I might be able to do something. Yeah. All right, that gives me Bengal. No, he's not immune to anything. Vision is, though. Or... Hulk's immune to that, I think. Really? Alright, Wolverine! I'm pretty sure Wolverine's immune too. Maybe. Maybe not. Wait, there is no Wolverine in this game. Son of a bitch. Stands to reason these guys might be immune. Or not.
Oh, you look so cool! But, maybe you should ask the internet to crowdfund you a new even cooler costume?
Come on! Which one of these assholes can fucking do this? Okay, well, you know what? Let's do this first. So it's gonna have to put out the fire anyway. Might as well get something accomplished. There. Now, let's see if I can figure out who among these will actually be able to stand in that. This guy's gonna be too big, isn't he? Yeah. Hold on. This might work. Yes! Finally! Oh, good. A lot of parts to this one. What the? How the hell do you get in there? I don't care, I'm taking advantage of this. It's like, not the way I was supposed to do that for sure. Where the hell is that building? Here it is. I want to see if I can figure out how I was supposed to get that open. It's like I don't need to open it now, but... Okay. What the?
Access granted.
Alright. Are you gonna open this door up? Oh. Well, on the plus side, looks like I had to do that anyway to get in here and get that. So, yay, I guess. I don't know how the hell I was supposed to do the other, though. I know it wasn't how I did it that was correct, because if it was, this stupid door would have been, would have ended up being opened. Switch over again. Alright, well that opens that up. Alright, that gives me this guy. Alright, let's use Scarlet Witch to... I was thinking it was that. Okay. Now, Quicksilver to use it. Alright, that gives us Spitfire. Now let's switch back over to Iron Man. I see a gold brick over here, so we'll go for this one first. Alright, that gets me that. Oh, I get it. Rescue all these people and then they'll help me by pulling the switches. I think. Okay. Still going to switch over and get whatever this is done. Oh, okay, so that was nothing. That was just, oh, well, you went through this wall to this. Okay, demolition. Okay, let's start doing quests.
Look around. Destruction everywhere. This is kind of dangerous. Life too short. It's time Crimson Dynamo stopped his endless struggle with the likes of Iron Man. And time for Cobalt Dynamo to start. Or Sunflower Dynamo. I haven't decided on color. But what I am decided on is time for change. And you can help. Find me cans with which to paint myself a new beginning.
Alright, so I need to find 4 paint cans. No, not in there.
Alright, time to make the best of a bad situation.
Okay, there's one of the paint cans. The green one. Two paint cans down. Whoa. Okay, that was nothing. The hell are you doing, Hawkeye? Okay, so that one I have to go up. Aha! Okay, one more paint can, and then that guy can start his new career. If I had to guesstimate. Ooh, I'm good. I'm like, that looks suspicious.
Uh-oh. This is what it is.
I'll go search for paint cans.
Finished.
In ruins. I do not know where to begin.
The Green Guardian.
All colors and become Rainbow Dynamo. For you see, after rain come rainbow. It is like beautiful poetry, yes? Here, take for your trouble.
Alright, Crimson Dynamo's ours now.
This looks like yet another
Back where you came from, back where you came from.
I think we're gonna need
Man, this summoning ritual got real out of hand, real fast.
summon a pack of cards, Billy. Cards!
I'm sorry, Teddy. I just did what Scarlet Witch told me to. I don't know what went wrong.
What went wrong is that you summoned an evil Jack of Hearts.
Well, okay, then I guess I do know what went wrong. Hey, I don't suppose you could deal with this trumped-up Jack while I try to cancel the spell?
Yep.
Elsewhere, elsewhere, elsewhere! No, wait, is it nowhere? Nowhere, 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 nowhere!
Is that spell canceling coming along, Billy?
I want it to close, I want it to close, I want it to close!
It's not working. Try something else.
Teddy, to be quiet, I want Teddy to be quiet, I want Teddy to be quiet!
Real mature. Look out, something else is coming. I thought you were closing this year. Not making it bigger.
Some more, that'll help. Oh, that was close.
Too close. Next time you summon a corrupted superhero, make it one without any powers. Deal?
Deal. Hey, I guess we owe you one. Oh, heads up. I summoned this accidentally yesterday instead of some corn on the cob.
Okay, that's hulking.
Uh-oh. This wasn't in the smooth program. Hold on.
Ooh-wee. Someone made a real mess of this place.
Never fear. Damage control is here. Gonna take us a while to get things back the way they were in old Sokovia. Especially this room. See, there's certain chunks of rubble I need to set my trusty drill door or something. But I'll be an Ultron's uncle if I can get near him without some of those pesky robots showing up and chasing me off. How's about you step in as my bodyguard for a while?
Alright. Die! Fucking A! Get out of my way, you asshole! I'm trying to shoot the evil robot!
All right, time to make the best of that.
Hey, you gotta help me.
this will be the last area for his drill.
Okay, Doris, you know what to do. There we go. Place looks as good as new. Total dump, though, right? Only so much damage the road could do. At least the people who know about rebuilding their lives without having to worry about giant chunks of rock. That and all them robots you smashed. That'll help.
Alright, that takes... Oh, Extremis Soldier. Okay, I thought I was going to be getting damage control for that. I might already have them, though.
Alright, time to make the best of a bad situation.
Beth the waitress.
My boss thought it would be a good idea to open another branch of our New York coffee shop here in Sokovia. Start a chain, you know? What are the chances of another disaster involving the Avengers happening here?
Pretty
Luckily,
good.
the coffee machine survived the disaster, because I imagine there are one or two people in town who could use a cup right about now. If you see any, send them over. It's the least we can do. There is a place with coffee? I must go there.
Office was decimated, but I can hope I can remember what everyone ordered.
We are still alive. What if there is coffee? Then there is food. How's it going? I'm brewing up a fresh batch of Sokovian relief coffee as we speak. So round up those poor under-caffeinated souls. Okay, everyone. Who wants coffee? Don't worry, it's on the house. Just be sure to leave us a good review on our website. You know, once the internet is hooked back up and stuff.
Alright, that gives me Gargoyle. Let's purchase all of our most recent characters. Okay.
Hey, you gotta help me. The intense guys are chasing after me. They're trying to cure me. Which normally I'd be totally up for, but why'd it have to be now? I just promised my Aunt Polly that I'd get her a Hulk selfie with A-Bomb, not Rick Jones. Please, if you could just keep him off my back long enough for me to get to a safe place, that'd be great. Okay, I think I know where I can use these guys. Just gotta get there without them curing me. Leave me alone. Come back tomorrow.
Alright.
Cure somebody else. Okay, I think we lost him. We got Hulk's number, because I could do with that selfie sooner rather than later. Did you get it? Oh, great. Okay, now you can cure me. Guys? Guys!
Alright, that gives us A-Bomb. And I do believe that might be everything here in Sokovia. Which means all that's left for Hubs is... Oh, that is, Okay. Let's go to space, double check. And then after that, I think we're going to wrap up, because I don't really think we're going to... Well, maybe I'll check the last area. There's Sokovia. Yep, everything in Sokovia is done. Which means Shield Base is all that's left. 10 character tokens, 6 gold bricks. You know what? I think I am going to do this area. It might make this a little bit longer of an episode, but it's like, with this done, then all we have left to do is the remaining extra levels. Ow! Of course, I dropped the controller to the ground. That right there looks like a fight, so let's get this right now. Alright, that's core of that. Just trying to pick up some of these things that fell when I knocked the controller down. Sorry about the delay. I just don't want these to stay on the floor for overly long. There we go. Now then. Shit. There we go.
Why does nobody communicate around here? This wasn't supposed to be confidential.
Alright, Loki. Loki can't fly. Okay, where was that one? Oh, over here.
Why does nobody communicate around here? This wasn't supposed to be confidential. supposed to be confidential.
There we go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to switch to Ultron with you. All right. Oh, that is bull. Okay, well, do you want to play it that way? I already know who I need. First, let's buy Korvac. Okay, that gives me chase. Purchase A-bomb, purchase chase. Alright, that's Union Jack. Alright.
Reporting for duty.
And of course, now you get here once I don't need you here anymore.
This isn't good.
Alright, that's another gold brick down. Ah, this is another Thor item, so good thing he's still right here. Now open that. Or not? No, not. I see a third one though, so let's smash this to gain access to it. Perform a little zappy zap. Now the door should open.
Face front. This looks like yet another perilous predicament.
Alright, that takes care of that one. Alright, let's switch to Hawkeye, see if we can get this to open. This may be something where I gotta jump on all three of these. Or not. Oh! Hold on, I see a dig thing. That's gotta be how I do that. Well, if we have to use a digging character, let's find Squirrel Girl and use her.
Which, by the way, Damage Control have done an amazing job of cleaning up. And there are a few things lost in the blast which are still unaccounted for. There's nothing quite as base decimatingly serious as the Tesseract, but still things we'd prefer to keep out of the hands of Loki and the like. See what you can find.
Alright. I found a thing. I see. Come on, go down.
At least one of those objects is supposed to grant wishes. I don't think it works, though. Last time I checked...
Wait! Let's get these things processed before the base goes up again.
Sorry, that was probably an overreaction. We're all still pretty on edge here. Having these artifacts under lock and key again should help calm things down. Thanks.
Alright. That gives me hazmat. Now, how do I get in here? Not that way. Alright, MODOK, what do you want?
Shield Senator MODOK reporting for duty. MODOK now stands for mechanized organism designed only for cleaning. Whatever. So far, my duties only extend to mopping and some brass polishing. But soon, I will become a celebrity among nations. How? By releasing pictures of highly classified items onto the internet. And I know just the thing. Get your camera!
I assume it's going to be a Hulk selfie. Okay, this is how I get in here then. I think. Get hazmat one right here. Come on, get back over in the range. Oh good, I have to do the other two again. Alright, let's get this scanned.
Access granted.
There you are, Ultron, and you don't dare blown to smithereens. What's trending at the moment? Hashtag help Silver. Still have this Hulk in my photo.
Figured as much. I'm gonna just do this though, because might as well have okay. Go.
Excellent work. And you managed to capture the good side. Splendid. Now I just need to find a suitable website to leak this and let fate take the wheel from there. Wait a minute. No! Oh, how could I forget that? New SHIELD agents have no internet privileges. Oh!
Alright, well that gives me MODOK. Oh! Hulk, did you travel over here? There you are. That's Firebird.
Hey there, me bucko. Spare a moment to indulge an old hero? My name's Jim Henry. You probably know me as Human Torch. As in the original, not... Never mind. I've been in the superhero game since back when comic books cost a dime. Now I've seen a lot of new heroes come through. Fancy costumes and gadgets. And I'll be darned if superheroing just ain't what it used to be in my day. If you want to see a real hero in action, kid, I suggest you follow old Torch on his round. Let's go!
Alright.
Hope you don't mind. I let these crooks out of their cells as part of the demonstration. Ain't a fancy gizmo in the world that can substitute snapping your captains and fatheads.
Go.
Seems you've got some gas in your tank, kid. I like you. The truth is, with all these youngsters running around fighting crime, an old flame like me can start to feel redundant. It felt good to get back to a simpler time. Just mono, a burning mono. Thanks, kid.
Alright, that's Human Torch original. Purchase these characters we've unlocked and then go on to the next ones. I see 2 more on here that we don't have yet, which are probably these 2 over here.
Why does nobody communicate around here? This wasn't supposed to be confidential. The health inspector's coming for an inspection. And nobody thought to tell old Muggins. I mean, sure, we got most of the base back up and running after that explosion, but there's piles of debris everywhere that are gonna need a kiss from Doris the Drill here. It'd be a much quicker job if someone with a bird's eye view of the place could point them out. You free to help me out with this?
Alright, get on over here then. Oh, come on! Over here. Aha.
Nice work. You ever thought about a career in damage control? Pay is garbage, but you get to rebuild entire cities like they was made of, what's that plastic stuff that slots together called? Anyway, once you collect enough rebuilt city stamps, you also get your own drill. What's that, Doris? No, I do not think I'm chatting their ear off when all they want is a stupid prize.
Alright, that's damage control.
Probably aware of this, but we had a slight hiccup involving the Tesseract at the base recently, which caused it to sort of collapse in on itself. Established shield agents like myself take these things in our stride, but I imagine it's scary stuff for those less familiar in our day-to-day workings. Which brings me to my request. A number of rookie agents haven't been home or reported to work since the incident. I believe they're still hiding somewhere in the base. See if you can find them, would you?
Alright. Find the shield agents.
I doubt any of the agents will have left the base. It's not exactly a short walk to the next town.
Check the handbook! Check the handbook! This is really shaping up to be
Requesting immediate backup! And I have no walkie-talkie. Operation Get Rescued?
Is this why I have to sign all of those release forms?
Access granted.
That's what I was after.
I doubt any of the agents will have left the base. It's not exactly a short walk to the next town. So, everybody accounted for? Great. Maybe now their families will stop calling us every 5 minutes. Yeah, that's right, you selfish cowards. Think of your poor families. And me, having to listen to that stupid phone every 5 minutes. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, right. Thanks a lot for helping us out. Take this.
Alright, that's Agent Stillwell. And I think I saw how to get the last thing we have here. Ooh, and I think we have the right combination of characters to do it. Ragnarok. Let's purchase our new characters, and then we'll make sure we have everything for this area. I could have sworn there was one of... Oh yeah, damage control. Where? Okay. Let's go to space. Check and see whether or not this says it's done. I thought there was an achievement for getting all the characters, but either it's bugged, hasn't popped yet, or maybe I don't have them all. Okay. Where's Shield Base? Alright, that says we have everything. So we're just going to get it back on the ground again real quick and make sure it's saved, and that'll be it for this episode. Like I said, the next time we should be just mopping up the last few DLC levels. Probably will do them all in one video, so the next episode will likely be the finale. I'm not going to say it's a definite yet, just because I could be very wrong about that. There's also some minor achievements to mop up too. Things like changing into certain characters, teaming certain characters up together, doing this, that, or this. What the? The hell? Oh, those reappear to do. Okay. So, let's save and exit. Alright. Well, I do hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I will be back with another soon. Till next time, though, this has been DMC Jedi Man Gaming, and I am signing off. Peace, everybody.